We're not here to be.
A queen track this. One bit a killy the rhythm. Coolie step back, your thing nah go shot. If you don't do it this way, you can't do that. No cap, real rap. So them said to me I grow my crop. I'ma not take back my chats. Them no know, me reaping what me sow. Them no know, and them help me to grow. All the negativity, it cannot conquer me. No, it can't conquer me. I drew me sounding on my mind, and the time for waste time divine. Don't the enemy no like scripture. So me I go sing Psalm 23:4. Through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no. CoolieBabii, act like you know it. If I act like you know it.
Peace, love, light, and blessings, beloved, wagwan, beautiful souls in this world, because we are not of this world, right? CoolieBabii there, you done know the thing got already, and I am here today with some positive uplifting and some expressions, okay? So what's good, everybody? As you know, I'm always put in a position to receive a revelation, a download, what have you made, so that I can share it. You know, first, I always tell you guys, first it's for me and then it's for you, okay? So today, God just placed it on my spirit about I'm gonna reference from the Bible, and the verse is Proverbs 27, chapter 27, verse 17, and it says simply, iron sharpens iron, right? So as one man will sharpen another, you understand? So I want to dig a little deeper what was placed into my spiritual just being, you know, my heart, because a lot of times we are in the right circle, right, or the right atmosphere, or we're at the right place at the right time. You know, if you're in God's will, no matter where you are or who you're with, whether it feels good to you or not, if you're in His will, that's what's supposed to happen for your life. Now, a very wise man once told me, once you are in God's will, this is how you will know, because God will be telling you, leading you, asking you. He will be leading you, telling you, or asking you to do something that you totally do not want to do, that you don't see a reason why, that you just like, God, I am not feeling this, or God, this is just not me. God, you know me. That's not my style, right? 10 times out of 10, that's being in His will, right? God's will is not always peaches and cream and birds and trees and smiles and giggles. No, when you are walking in the will of the Lord, I'm telling you, that's where growth happens. And guess what? You can't have growth if you don't have any fallings, right? That's where strength happens. And guess what? You can't build up strength unless you were once weak at one point, unless you were able to endure at one point. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there cannot be no good without the bad, right? But that's why the Bible always tells you what the enemy means for bad, because that's what he means us. He means us evil. He means us bad, death, lies. He come to steal, kill, and destroy. You understand? So the enemy simply just means anything bad and negative and just demonic is of him. But guess what? Whatever he's harboring up to do that's bad unto you, guess what? God already planned it out that it will turn out for your good. You understand? And we as human beings, as the flesh that we're in, the spirit that we are, a lot of us don't really comprehend or grasp the fact that when God has us in a calling, it's not going to be all good and gravy, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to have some trials, we're going to have some struggles, we're going to have some tribulations, we're going to have to go through some destruction. We're going to, you know, again, that's what builds you up, your spirit, that's what builds up strength, right? So we need to remember that when we are in those places, and we won't naturally feel good, or we won't naturally, sometimes honestly we won't even want to pray, You understand? And let's just be real. I don't need no watered down people that call themselves a Christians. Like, oh, well, how can you say that? No, I can say that because God is not just a thing that was taught to me and I had to go with it all my life. No, God is an experience, you understand? And so he made me, right, in the image of him, and he knows in my weaknesses. He knows my strong areas. He knows my weak areas. He knows the places that I am elevating from right now. He knows the places that I'm growing in. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows me. So yes, I can stand here and say that not everybody feels like praying all the time. Raise your hand if it's you. That's the teacher of me. But for real, you understand? I know a lot of y'all is like, yes, Coolie, you're right. Like, we don't always feel like praying, especially when we're going through something and, you know, our emotions is at the forefront. And, you know, we're not going to always want to pray, right? But hello, this is where the verse comes in. Iron sharpens iron. So as a man will sharpen another man. You understand? Which just means God will place. We are not put on this earth just to be fulfilling our God-given purpose alone. That's a word for some of you, and I was too that person before my life when I had to wake up. A lot of you think that you could do your purpose alone. A lot of you think that whatever ideas or gifts that you have, you like, man, forget people, I could do it by myself. I'm here to tell you today through the Holy Spirit of the Lord that we're not here to be doing things, especially our God-given purpose. We're not here to be serving alone. If that was the case, none of us would be here, really. So when you're in those spaces, God provides you with the people that you need around you, okay? A lot of times we're not going to feel like, what I said, we're not going to feel like praying. We're not going to feel like doing anything. And it's because of maybe how much work we put into it, right? Maybe the things that we've been doing, we haven't been getting energy reciprocated, so we're drained. You know what I'm saying? It could be a number of many things, right? But God always put the right people. He always put the right people around you so you can be sharpened when it's time for you to be sharpened, okay? Everybody goes through a season. Everybody goes through a timing where they need to be sharpened, okay? You can't just think, say, oh, my thing good right now, and in the next couple years it's still gonna be good right now. In the next week, you might not be good. Not to say your business won't be flowing, or not to say your family will be broken. No, just you mentally, you spiritually, you emotionally, you probably won't be, you will probably need a reset, okay? And I'm here to tell you that every single body on this earth that you see, that you come in contact with, that you talk to, I don't care if it's somebody like a celebrity, I don't care if it's somebody, everybody's the same to me, you know. Any single body have these times that they need to be sharpened, guys. And this is also for some of you. Remind you, I was everything that I'm telling y'all, okay? This is also for some of you that you don't like to take the sharpening. Let me put it that way. You don't like to take the sharpening from the designated person that God designed to help sharpen you at a specific time in your life. A lot of you guys don't like to take the sharpening, okay? I was also like that. Oh my goodness. When I look back in hindsight and see how much I was hindering my own growth and stunting my own growth, yo, listen, I'm telling you guys, let yourself be sharpened by whoever God sent that your way to sharpen you. And this is where discernment comes in. You have to have the power of discernment, and discernment just don't come overnight, right? You got to give your life to God, right? Become intimate with him. Don't just serve God because you know it's a bigger source than you. No, become intimate. The relationship, it's not about religion, okay? Don't let no Christian don't let nobody who's going by religion tell you nothing. This is not about religion, okay? Jesus died for this right here, relationship, okay? It's about relationship. So become more intimate with him in your relationship. You understand? Allow yourself to be sharpened, guys. That's the way you grow, okay? You don't just grow because, you know, you putting in the work. And don't get me wrong, faith without work is dead. Yes, by all means put in the work, but when it's time for you to be sharpened by your brother or your sister, let yourself be sharpened so that you can come out stronger, right? At the same time of putting in the hard work, at the same time of fasting, at the same time of praying, at the same time of worshiping, because all those things is compressed together to give you your growth. You understand? So that's all I wanted to tell you guys. It was placed in my spirit today. I was actually speaking to a good friend of mine, GS, big up yourself, done know the tingle. If y'all have not already, I produced the music visual of God's Time for Him. Phenomenon, big up yourself, Black LED Productions, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all have not, go hit the link and check out God's Time, okay? GS, big up yourself. I was actually talking to GS earlier this morning, and that's when God placed it in my spirit, the iron sharpens iron, right? And so I said later on I'm gonna read into it, and I did, and I was just dwelling on it, and God was talking to me, and He gave me this revelation. So it's so much things tied into one with the iron sharpens iron, but just as the basics, know in your mind and your heart that you're not gonna always be 100% of yourself every time, right? So allow the people that God placed in your life, allow them to do their job. Don't block their blessings, and don't block your own. You understand? Let yourself be sharpened by someone that's just like you, okay? Let yourself, or better yet, let me put it like this, because that could go a whole nother way too, because everybody's always growing, right? We're all growing. So let yourself be sharpened by a strong visionary of Christ. You done know the thing, CB17 visions, because we what? A visionary of Christ. So let yourself be sharpened by another visionary of Christ, right? So as you can see, God kissing on me right now. It's really hot, but I love you guys so much, okay? We will be having another conference coming up soon. It might be the Purpose Driven Conference. I know a lot of people were waiting on that one, so it might just be that one. I just want to tell you guys, stay tuned, okay? Also stay tuned for High Vibes, okay? High Vibes, the tune is coming out. That's me featuring I Pinky. You done know the thing. Stay tuned for that. If you have not seen the music visual Walk the Talk, okay, the link is also down there. Go see Walk the Talk, go stream the song, all of that. I love you guys so much, okay? And remember, guys, I'm always open to converse, to help wherever I can, right? Because I allow myself to be a vessel to sharpen someone else, and I allow myself to be open and a vessel to receive sharpening from someone else, right? So that's what God is trying to tell all of us today, right? Iron sharpen iron. Allow yourself to be iron to sharpen someone else, and allow yourself to be sharpened by someone else, right? So, and keep this in mind, wood can't sharpen iron, right? Wood cannot. So that's where the discernment comes in. Make sure you are discerned, and make sure it's coming from iron and not wood, right? I love you guys so much. You done know the thing up. Peace, love, light, and blessings. And until we talk next time, express yourself, okay? In Jesus' name. I love you so much. You done know the thing up. CoolieBabii day.
Coolie, step back, your thing nah go shot. If you don't do it this way, you can't do that. No cap, real rap. So them said to me I grow my crop. I'ma not take back my chat. Them no know, me reaping on my soul. Them no know.
We don't allow ourselves to be approachable, so then people want to tell us how good we look, but we don't allow ourselves to be approachable. Now, being approachable is in your smile. Being approachable is simply in your facial expression.